Most people believe money problems are caused by a lack of income. They think if they earned more money, all their stress would disappear. But the truth is much deeper than that. Two people can earn the exact same amount of money, yet one becomes financially successful while the other stays broke forever. Why does this happen? The answer is mindset. Your mindset controls your habits control your decisions, and your decisions slowly shape your financial future. Money is not only about numbers, it is about psychology, discipline, emotions, and behavior. The way you think about money affects every part of your life, whether you realize it or not. Some people grow up believing money is bad. Others grow up believing rich people are greedy. Some believe success is impossible for ordinary people. These beliefs silently control actions every single day, and over time, those actions become your reality. If your mindset is negative, fearful, lazy, or emotional, your money decisions will usually reflect that. But if your mindset becomes disciplined, patient, and growth-focused, your financial life slowly changes too. One of the biggest mindset differences between financially successful people and financially struggling people is the way they think about opportunity. Poor mindset focuses on problems. Rich mindset focuses on solutions. When difficult situations appear, many people immediately complain, panic, or give up. But successful people train themselves to think differently. Instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" they ask, "What can I learn from this?" That small mental shift changes everything. A person with a growth mindset understands that skills can be learned, income can grow, and life can improve through consistent effort. But people with a fixed mindset believe their situation will never change. They see failure as proof that they are not capable. Successful people see failure as part of the learning process. Your mindset also controls how you spend money. Many people spend emotionally instead of intelligently. They buy things when they feel sad, bored, stressed, or insecure. Shopping temporarily gives them excitement, but later it creates more stress. Emotional spending is one of the biggest reasons people struggle financially. Advertisements and social media make this problem even worse. Every day, people are shown luxury lifestyles, expensive cars, designer clothes, and perfect vacations. Slowly, they begin comparing themselves with strangers online. They feel pressure to look successful, even when they are financially struggling. This is where mindset becomes extremely important. A weak mindset seeks validation from others. A strong mindset focuses on long-term freedom instead of short-term attention. Many people buy things they cannot afford just to impress people who do not actually care. But financially smart people understand something important. Looking rich and being rich are completely different things. Real wealth is often invisible. It is savings, investments, financial peace, and freedom from constant stress. Most wealthy people do not become rich by showing off. They become rich by making disciplined decisions consistently for many years. Mindset also controls patience. Modern society has destroyed people's ability to wait. Everyone wants instant success, instant money, instant fame, and instant rewards. Social media makes it look like everyone becomes successful overnight. But real success usually happens slowly and quietly. This is why most people quit too early. They expect fast results, and when progress feels slow, they lose motivation. But successful people understand the power of compounding. Small actions repeated consistently create massive long-term results. Saving a little money regularly may not feel exciting today, but over time it becomes powerful. Learning one new skill every month may feel small, but after years it completely changes your value in the marketplace. The problem is that people underestimate small actions because the rewards are invisible in the beginning. Human psychology naturally focuses on immediate pleasure instead of future benefits. That is why discipline is rare. Discipline means choosing what helps your future instead of what feels good right now. Every financially successful person understands delayed gratification. Delayed gratification means sacrificing temporary pleasure for long-term rewards. Instead of wasting money today, successful people invest for tomorrow. Instead of spending hours scrolling social media, they spend time learning valuable skills. Your mindset controls whether you choose comfort or growth. Comfort feels safe, but growth creates success. Another powerful psychological difference is the way people think about failure. Most people are terrified of failure because they see it as embarrassment. They avoid risks, avoid opportunities, and stay trapped in situations they hate because they fear making mistakes. But successful people view failure differently. They understand that failure is feedback. Every mistake teaches something valuable. Every setback contains lessons that improve future decisions. This mindset creates resilience. A weak mindset quits after rejection. A strong mindset adapts and continues moving forward. Think about the most successful people in the world. Almost all of them failed many times before succeeding. Businesses failed, investments failed, ideas failed. But they continued learning instead of giving up. Mindset also controls how you use time. Poor mindset wastes time. Rich mindset protects time carefully. Most people spend hours consuming entertainment every single day without realizing how powerful time really is. They say they want success, but their daily habits move them in the opposite direction. Successful people understand that time is more valuable than money because lost money can be earned again, but lost time never returns. This is why highly successful people are careful about distractions. They avoid wasting endless hours on meaningless activities. Instead, they focus on habits that improve their future. Reading, learning, building skills, exercising, planning goals, investing in knowledge. These habits may look boring compared to entertainment, but over time they create extraordinary results. Your environment also shapes your financial mindset. Human beings naturally copy the behavior of people around them. If your environment is lazy, negative, and financially irresponsible, your thinking slowly becomes similar. If everyone around you wastes money, avoids responsibility, and complains constantly, eventually you start acting the same way. But if you surround yourself with disciplined, positive, and growth-focused people, your mindset begins changing too. This is why successful people protect their environment carefully. They understand that energy is contagious. Negative people spread excuses, fear, and doubt. Positive people spread motivation, discipline, and growth. Mindset even affects health, and health affects financial success. Many people ignore this connection completely. But low energy destroys productivity. Poor sleep, unhealthy eating, stress, and laziness slowly reduce motivation and focus. Successful people understand that energy is one of the most important assets in life. They exercise, eat healthier, and protect their mental health because they know success requires energy and consistency. Another dangerous mindset is victim mentality. Victim mentality happens when people blame everything outside themselves for their problems. They blame the economy, their family, bad luck, society, or successful people. Now, of course, life is unfair sometimes. Everyone faces challenges. But financially successful people focus on what they can control instead of wasting energy complaining about things they cannot control. This mindset creates power. When you accept responsibility for your decisions, you gain control over your future. Responsibility is difficult because it forces honesty. It forces you to admit mistakes and improve habits. But responsibility also creates growth. Excuses may feel comfortable temporarily, but they keep people trapped forever. Mindset also controls confidence. Many people secretly believe they are not capable of success. They doubt themselves before even trying. This fear prevents action, but confidence is not something people are born with. Confidence grows through action and experience. Every small achievement increases belief in yourself. Every skill you learn increases confidence. Every challenge you overcome makes you mentally stronger. This is why action is so important. Waiting to feel ready is one of the biggest traps in life. Most successful people started before they felt fully prepared. Mindset affects investing too. Emotional people make emotional financial decisions. They panic during difficult times and become greedy during exciting times. When markets crash, fearful people sell everything because they panic. Then later, when prices rise again, they rush back emotionally. This emotional cycle destroys wealth. Successful investors stay calm. They think long-term instead of reacting emotionally to short-term changes. Patience is one of the greatest financial superpowers in the world. Most people fail financially not because they are unintelligent, but because they are impatient. They want quick results, quick money, quick success. But wealth usually grows slowly like a tree.
At first, nothing seems to happen. Progress feels invisible. But underneath the surface, roots are growing stronger. Then eventually, growth becomes massive. The psychology of patience is difficult because humans naturally want immediate rewards. But learning patience changes everything. Mindset also controls whether people see money as a tool or as an identity. Some people become obsessed with status. They measure their worth by expensive clothes, luxury items, or social approval. But money should not control your identity. Money is simply a tool that IT can create opportunities, security, freedom, and experiences when used wisely. But chasing status endlessly creates emptiness because there will always be someone richer. True financial success is not about impressing strangers online. It is about creating peace, freedom, and stability in your own life. Another important mindset shift is understanding that income alone does not create wealth. Many people assume high earners are automatically rich, but some high earners spend everything they make. At the same time, ordinary people with smart habits quietly build wealth through saving, investing, and discipline. Wealth is often built through consistency, not flashy moments. This is why habits matter so much. Your daily routine quietly shapes your future, whether you notice it or not. If you repeatedly waste money, avoid learning, and chase comfort, your future will reflect those habits. If you repeatedly save money, learn skills, and stay disciplined, your future changes slowly over time. Every habit is like a vote for the person you're becoming. Mindset also affects gratitude. Many people constantly focus on what they lack instead of appreciating what they already have. This creates endless dissatisfaction. Gratitude does not mean avoiding ambition. It simply means appreciating progress while continuing to improve. People who are grateful usually make calmer and smarter decisions because they are not constantly desperate for validation. The psychology of money teaches us something very important. Financial success is deeply connected to emotional control. If emotions control you, money becomes dangerous. Fear creates hesitation. Greed creates bad risks. Jealousy creates comparison. Insecurity creates overspending. But discipline creates freedom. Patience creates wealth. Learning creates opportunity. Consistency creates success. Most people spend years trying to earn more money without first improving their mindset. But without the right mindset, even large amounts of money can disappear quickly. The truth is simple. Your financial life is often a reflection of your psychology. Change your mindset, and your behavior changes. Change your behavior, and your future changes. This transformation does not happen overnight. Real growth is slow. There will be mistakes, setbacks, failures, and difficult moments. But every small improvement matters. Reading more, saving more, complaining less, learning new skills, avoiding distractions, managing emotions better. These small actions slowly create a completely different life. And perhaps the most powerful lesson of all is understanding that nobody is coming to save you. Your future depends mostly on your own decisions. That realization can feel scary, but it is also empowering, because if your choices created your current situation, then better choices can create a better future too. You do not need perfect conditions to begin improving your life. You do not need to become rich tomorrow. You simply need to start thinking differently. Start focusing on growth instead of excuses. Focus on discipline instead of comfort. Focus on long-term freedom instead of short-term validation. Because the mindset you build today will eventually shape the life you live tomorrow. And in the end, your mindset controls far more than your money. It controls your habits, your discipline, your confidence, your future. And once you learn to control your mindset, you can completely transform your life.